Okay, you don't have access to this feature. Why not?
And the fires to keep warm started burning. More of her words would resonate. I don't think we realized the magnitude of this disaster.
This was a test to see if by getting YouTube Premium free for 30 days, it would give me access to the camera so I could change the lens around the other direction. And it won't, so I'm not gonna stay on here unless Brooke's about to pop on.
His family never left the site waiting for word about him. Meanwhile, there's some sad news.
But I was hoping I could get video footage using my Chromebook and be able to turn the lens around to show products. So that way I could show all the other stuff that I have that I could like to put up with everything. So, and he's, oh, hi. I thought that might be you. I had a feeling. You must have been, were you asking me to get on? Brooke. Well, honey, I'll stay on for you. You know that. Oh no, Pops has got to put his 2 cents in. Yeah, see, that's Pops for you. He wanted me to do that to you earlier when you were on your TikTok. I'm like, So I hope it doesn't penalize me for having the news on in the background. So I'm trying to kind of keep my voice down too, you know. Miss you too. Deeper into Ukraine. Ukrainians say they can stop it. Is it March yet? Right? So if I type more, it's because I'm trying not to talk so he can see his news. Okay.
After the killing of Tyree Nichols, the new action by prosecutors involving those 5 former Memphis police officers charged in his killing, and the man telling us what happened when those same officers.
Now I will warn you, sweetie. This time it's public, so anybody can watch this. So let's both be more careful what we say and stuff, if you know what I mean.
Comprehensive point of sale system that can track inventory, manage schedules, and customize orders. That's what US Bank Business Essentials is for. What about a new oven? Can US Bank help us there? We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes. That would be a big help. Huge, jumbo, ginormous. Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what US Bank is for. We'll get there together.
For psoriasis, then psoriatic arthritis.
I had to do something. I started Cosentix.
Cosentix can help you move, look, and feel better by treating the multiple symptoms of psoriasis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting,
so yeah, this is my pilot run of doing this totally public and see. Yeah, so I don't know like how long you were on when I was finally able to get on, sweetie, but you know me, I pretty much I try to stay on with you until you didn't have to do that. I was trying to type more, so he turned the volume down. So I'm a little nervous, so yeah, you know, stay with me as long as you can because I don't know who might show up because this is totally public. I went ahead and got YouTube Premium today. It's free for 30 days. Yeah, you're here, so that gives me relief because you're my only moderator. Otherwise, I would have to be the one kicking them out, which, you know, if it came to that, I would. But, yeah, I must have heard you. You must have been like, Mama, get on. I need you. So I'm like, let me get on and do this test. So I was hoping I would be able to access the camera feature over here by getting YouTube Premium so I could turn the lens around on my Chromebook so that way I could do my live and show my pieces from my Chromebook and not have to go through all the extra, you know, crap of, you know, Chris is going to have to take the video off my phone, then he's going to have to put it on a flash drive. That, you know, in order to do that, I think he's got to put it on a computer. So it's like this long drawn out process that I would rather not have to go through. So I was hoping that the YouTube Premium would give me access to the camera feature over here, but it won't. Because when I click on it, it says you don't have access to this feature. I'm like, God dang it. So hopefully if people do pop on, maybe they'll have questions. Maybe they'll be more encouraged to go to see the one video up that I do have. But, you know, depending on how long I stay on here, you know, I would gladly, it would be a pain in the ass to do, but I would do it to see if, you know, because I know people, at least 15 people have viewed that video because I've been checking it, a couple times a day. And I've also been checking my PayPal to see if there's more in that. And I've also been checking my email because of the email that, I put in the video description little box that, I gave them my email address to place orders. I said, because this is tied to my PayPal account. So I've been checking all three of those every day, a couple times a day, in the hopes that I will finally see, some people on there that say they want to buy the stuff. Was you able to get the pictures of my stuff up on your website that I sent you on the phone yet? Or I figured you were probably too busy. So that's another reason why I need a camera that's easier to upload videos from and so on. Okay, I figured you was busy, honey. Don't worry. But because of that, because I don't want you to feel pressured, okay? All the more reason to do a video on them. Oh, did you? Yeah, we didn't go really food shopping today. We just we took Maria to the bank. Yeah, I know you will. I'm not worried, honey. I'm gonna be doing me a batch tonight, I think. I'm trying to figure out what color to do it in, because I still have the white, the black, and the pink, but I only did so many pieces that way. I gave Alicia one of the purple blue square jewelry box mix. I gave that to her because I made that for her and her girlfriend, Natasha. And because Natasha likes blue and Alicia likes purple, so the box has blue and purple in it. And I figure, they could put some special stuff in it or something that, reminds them of some fun time they had together, like a movie they saw or some kind of adventure they went on together, and they had some kind of little souvenir from it, And I told her, I said, I call these witch coins. I said, do what you will with them, sweetie. They don't come with a booklet saying what each symbol stands for, so I leave it up to the witch. Whatever each one of those symbols stands for to you, whatever's the first thing that pops into your head, then go with that. Because as long as it's coming from your gut instinct, your witch stinks. You got that feeling this is the way it should be, kind of. So, but yeah, I was gonna, if I could get the camera turned around on this, think of how easy it would be for me to carry the Chromebook down into the basement, get all my pieces set up on the tables that I've got down there. Because I've only got a couple down there, and I've been anxious to get down there and make sure they're still there. So I hope they are. I hope nobody's bothered them or taken them or anything. And they were outside the storage cage. No, it doesn't. That might be why, but yet I can still do YouTube videos, but yeah, there's no camera on the back. So that might be part of the issue why I can't access the camera feature. I don't know. It's hard to tell. You can't flip it then? No. I wish. Because it's over on the left column. There's 3 symbols. It says I don't have access to this feature. I don't have access to any of them. Manage is the only one that I have access to, I guess. I don't know what those other symbols are. And then down here it says send feedback. There's a little microphone here. You can mute if you don't want somebody hearing what you're verbally saying. That's share button. There's a little arrow going that way. Share button. End stream is right next to the share button, and edit is the last by itself over here on the right, on the bottom, like right next to the chat window. So no, I can't flip it. I mean, I could, but the thing is I wouldn't be able to tell unless I had some mirrors set up. I wouldn't be able to tell if I was aiming the camera on the pieces right. So yeah, because see, I can turn this around. You can see the TV, right? So I could use that same principle to be able to show my pieces, but it would be hard for me to hold it in a certain spot and a certain distance and then try to see if it's on the piece. You know what I mean? It's on the pieces, right? Cam that is USB and do it that way. Would that little webcam that we fit on top of that we use for Michael's visit, Would that work on this? That way I could turn it around so I could show my pieces?
We're back now with the arms
Or not?
race over artificial
What are you trying to do?
intelligence
Do a
with the
video
science
or
experts.
a live stream?
A live stream showing my pieces using my Chromebook and be able to switch the camera around. Because see, that's the little camera feature. And when I click on it or when I go over
Yeah,
to
you
it,
can't turn around because there's no camera on the other
there's
side.
no, yeah, exactly. There's no camera on the back because that's what she was asking me. So I could flip the screen around, but yeah, my live stream showing my pieces, all of them together, even the new ones. That way it's given plenty of people, plenty of chances to. Michael showed us some of the daggers you've done, some of the resin daggers. Oh my God, those were gorgeous. Those were really cool. But I don't blame you for not having them in your shop because those they could be dangerous. They could harm somebody. Yeah. You could have it facing the other way. Yeah, that's what I was wondering myself. But I guess he's saying because there's not a camera on the back, I don't know if it would work that way or not, where you would just flip the little webcam around to see so they could see the pieces and just hear me talking. How I did it on the phone. So yeah, I'll have to try that sometime, well, it's the weekend, so maybe tomorrow I will go downstairs. I will try to make sure that my Canon camera and my video camera are both charged up tonight, and my phone as well, so that way I could do some on my phone, I could do some on my Canon, and I could do some on my video camera. And the Canon is going to be easier for me, I think, to be able to upload, but I don't know if I can upload it directly onto the Chromebook or if I'm going to have to use my other computer, because the only USB I have on my Chromebook is where the wireless piece goes for the wireless mouse. This little guy. That's the only USB spot I have. So can't do that. So yeah. And I still have that other video too on my phone that I haven't even gotten uploaded onto a computer yet, because I don't know how to do that. It's like, what? But I'll keep playing around with stuff. And if I can get my Canon, the Canon, you can do 30 minutes. It'll do 30 minutes of video footage before it shuts off. Connectors that give you extra USB slots off Amazon.
If you're over 50, talk to your
Huh.
pharmacist about shingles prevention.
Well, that would be something to try maybe, huh? But I'd have to wait until I got some of the pieces sold so I'd have money to get to do any shopping. But yeah, like connectors, that would be nice to be able to plug it into my Chromebook, for instance, and have one of the extenders or whatever in it, and have another USB so I can hook my Canon right into my Chromebook. I can do it on my other computer because that's how I always transfer my pictures. When I do a picture session on my Canon, after I'm done with a certain set of pictures, I will plug in this certain cord that, yes, one end of it is USB. And then the other end you plug into the camera, which is small. And then I know the process. Yeah, a mini USB. And I know how to do that stuff because that's what I'm the most familiar with. But taking a video off my phone, putting it on a computer, then on a flash drive, I don't, unless I actually see the process of how to do that. Don't just tell me you do this, this, and this, because I'm going to go, what? I don't understand what you're saying. Show me, walk me through it, do it with me, and then I'll try to pay attention, and might have to do it 2 or 3 times before I get it to where I don't have to bug you with it anymore.
Go get her, boo.
Nah, boo. Carmela, be nice. Kick her butt, boo. She needs her butt kicked. If you kick her butt, maybe she'd leave you alone. Just don't do anything fatal. Like, don't scratch out an eye or anything, please. Don't bite open her stomach. Kick her butt, maybe she'll leave you alone. Fight back, you silly goose. Anyway. Yeah, I'll look for some and get some on my wish list. Oh, and get this. Pop's got his new glasses today. We went to the eye examiner 2 days ago. So it's like, wait a minute, what? And now it's looking like I'm going to have to wait longer for mine. Because they'll send me a text and let me know when they're ready. And I'm like,
Yeah, she did check. Yours weren't in.
Mine weren't in because he checked for me. Well, I've got my other glasses. I can still use those. That's why you see the crease in my forehead, and I'm squinting a lot because these letters are just small enough. The only way I can read them clearly is if I squint. So, but I'm drinking me some Wicked Witch's brew. It's just pop. But this is you'd like this glass. It's a Halloween glass. And it says, "You call me wicked like it's a bad thing." And it's got a little bat on it and some other critters. I'll show it to you when you get here. We'll drink something out of it. And we got a case of Seagram's too. And it's crooked. See how it's kind of crooked? But that's the charm of it. You know, that's what I like about it. Because I got this from like one of the dollar stores, I think.
Plus, a local man freed after 21 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit. He shares his story and what the state is doing to right the wrong. Next at 7.
I'm burning a candle.
Finally, a marching band made history this week.
For Alicia, 'cause she's still-
Band to win a Grammy.
She's still sick. So if nothing else, at some point during this live, before I get off of it, I will show the other pieces, the newest batch, and I'll probably, those I can just put across the bed and people will be able to see them. But I'll probably put like my blanket down that I cover up with, and, you know, I hope that they can see them okay. Put them on white pieces of paper if I have to, so they can see them. Because some of the colors could end up blending in with. Oh, is it? Yeah, I kind of finally figured. I figured because that's about what it was like last time. You know, because you said it could take up to like 2 weeks. So it'll be nice when it gets here. And you know, I know it's coming. And Maria, she ordered a Buddha tea light holder thingy today, where you can put incense in it, and you can also burn tea light mysteries. Yeah, I know. I remember you telling me that you forgot to put it in the box or couldn't fit it or something, so you're going to bring the mystery box with me in March. That's fine. I've still got a handful of your wax melts left that I haven't burnt yet. And I love the smells of them. I'm going to save the salted caramel for last, because it's probably going to make me drool or some crazy stuff. I still got this one. Smells good. Still got the kitty cat, which I need to take him out of the package so I can see him better. I got the little one that says wedding cake or wedding day, and the little leg's broke, but it's okay. She's going to get melted anyway. And that's the salted caramel. I haven't done that one yet. Like, yeah. So I'm down to, of the ones you sent me, I'm down to 4. So yeah, I've been enjoying melting them and stuff. You're not going to watch your MASH? Huh?
Let me plug my damn
You know, sneak in there while he's not looking, huh? Yeah, so 4 out of all the ones you sent me are gone. And I did keep one of the little ones. I think I stuck it back in the box, or where did I put that? I tried to save one of the little planchette pieces that was wax that would go to like a Ouija board, because I just thought it was so cute, because you gave me 2 of them, or 2 of them came in as one of the wax melts, and one of them was broke, so I went ahead and burnt that one, melted it down, but that still left one intact. And it might still be in the original box that batch was in that you sent us, the gift box. But I haven't had a chance to check it, so. But yeah, see what I've been using? I kept seeing it sit there, and it was collecting dust. And I'm like, bad Janet, bad mommy. I got to start using this again so my daughter knows that I still love it and appreciate it. Daryl, he got mad at me one day when he was up here. Because we were smoking some pagan mix, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you rubbed that in my face now. That's real nice." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? If he would have said something, I would have smoked it in this with him, because you fill this chamber, yeah, I've hit it like, after I fill the chamber, I've hit it like maybe at least 4 or 5 times, and still get a good belt of a good amount of smoke that comes out. Watch." there's the first one. Now I've got my finger and lighter on here because I'm trying to smother it out because I don't want it to burn, prematurely. But yeah, he was over recently, and he handed me some, said, "Here you go." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And, we smoked some of his, and he rolled it one of those flavored, cigar wrap thingies, but he don't roll it good because it's so loose that you actually get pieces in your mouth. And I'm like, bleh, that I don't like. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, my brain had to think a minute, like, huh? Yeah, that was I think was he here last night? It was either last night or the night before. Yeah, because you're right. Because I remember I was doing the live, and you said, "Who's that?" And I said, "That's my neighbor Daryl." I said he smokes pagan mix like I do, and because I was telling you he's a big guy. He could do some damage to somebody, and he's not all there mentally. He's he drinks too much, and he can get mean. He can be a very belligerent drunk, what we call in the States a mean drunk. Yelling and cursing at people and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, that's not a good thing. We got a humidifier or whatever diffuser here. See the steam coming up? It's a color change, and they had this deal in the store today, so I got 2 lavender essential oils and have been putting drops in the water because you can put a good amount of water in this because it's so big, which it's going to be hard for you to see because my unicorn lamp, it kind of kills the lighting of this thing. Because if I turned off my unicorn lamp and the other little thing behind it, then you'd be able to probably see it better because it would dim down the lights, but then you wouldn't be able to see me very good. So I need the light, especially when it's this time of night. I'm surprised you're up. You're still up. It's after 11 there now, isn't it? Because it's after 7 here. Pops didn't watch his MASH. I'm shocked. He was, poor guy, he was trying to play his game earlier when we got back from doing the run-ins. Oh, it's midnight? Okay. So Bella wouldn't let him play his game, so he came in here and sat down, and then Chris kept trying to get him to get on his lap, and he wouldn't do it. Little shit laid on Daddy's coffee table in his little spot instead. Every time Daddy tried to get him on his lap, he just looked at him like, no. I don't want to be on your lap now because, I'm not bugging you, and you're not in there trying to play your game. And I'm like, you little shit. So he said, I'm going to try to play my game again, see if Bella's going to let me. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You're in trouble, Pops. I see that look on in his eyes. He's about to come and bother you. Leave Daddy alone, please. Let him play his game, Bella. You silly goof. Silly kitty. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me, as 3PO would say. Blessed be, thank thee. Ow. Power of 3. See, this was the pretty purple one that I burnt for Alicia on Wednesday. So I've got a blue one and a green one I got to burn now. Or burn 2 tea lights and consider one's the 2 colors I missed because I was literally lighting a candle, a color day candle every day and asking, for Alicia to, for her to be healed. And, oh, yeah, right. Okay, that was first one, right? This is number 2. I must have waited too long. But yeah, usually it like I can hit this thing 4 times at least, 4, maybe 5 before it, because you fill that chamber up real good. And as long as you have all the holes plugged so none of it gets out, then what I usually do is I take the lighter off of here and then the carb's over here, remember, on the side. Right there. That's the carb. And then I take my finger off the carb and then I just go, and that's how I do it. And Daryl loves this thing. He thinks it's the coolest. And they also have more of these, which I was surprised to see that, but I was also glad. So I might get me another one just to, have a couple of them. So that way, if one gets broke, then I'll have a standby. Not to mention all the resin will probably be in this thing. but it's pagan mix, so it's going to be a different type of resin. So I guess it don't much matter because, yeah, that resin, you got to be even with the pagan mix, you got to be careful because it's super harsh. You got to remember it's super concentrated, and that's how that's like the real stuff, the powerful, the potent stuff, you know. So, and I am trying to be careful, so I hope I'm not saying anything wrong so far. That I don't want YouTube yanking my video here. But yeah, you know, it's common. So what color should I do tonight? You tell me. Pick a color. What color should I do tonight? Because remember, I only did the one white piece. That was the Zodiac jewelry box. I found Gaia and the Green Man. Did I tell you? They're molds. They look like they're about this big, and it says Green Mom, Green Woman, and Green Man. I didn't show you those. Oh my god. Where's my shit? I will send you pictures of them. I'll have to go into Amazon probably to do it, and then I'll see if I can store it into my photos or something somehow, and then I will get on Signal and I'll send you the picture. Or if you wanna look it up, you could probably find the same ones. It's just the head. It's not a body or anything, but it's just the head, and it says Green Woman and Green Man, so you get both of them, and they're only like $13.99. So I put it on my wish list on Amazon. So when I have the money, if I can get some of my pieces sold, then I'll use some of the money to get those molds because, oh my gosh, the colors, my brain's already spinning from the color combinations that I will be making those in. Now, granted, I'll try to be traditional with some of them. Like I will try to make sure there's a decent amount of green in it. What would be considered earth tone colors, greens, browns, I could do like a green black, maybe. I could do like a green gold black. That would probably be pretty for those. But it's combining the three colors just right, like that one video you showed me on your Reaps thing. So yeah, that would be absolutely stunning. And just think of what it's going to look like on the other side, because the side they were showing, that's the top side. So that means that design, when you pull that out and flip it over, it's going to have that beautiful design on that side. It's like, oh, that would just be so pretty. But yeah, they're really nice. If I knew how to show it to you on here, I would. But my phone, I could show you with my phone, but it's charging right now. I'll check it here in a little bit. But yeah, it was only a couple places today that we went. It wasn't anything major. It was just, bank, store, cat litter, something to eat, and then came home pretty much. So it was a short day trip, and then when Pops got home, got his shoes off, got his socks off, got all comfortable, like he usually does. And then he finds out that his glasses are ready. So then he's got to put his shoes and socks back on. He's got to go all the way up the Morse Road to the Walmart because that's where his glasses were. And we had our exam 2 days ago. And I'm like, his came like, bam. I'm like, okay. Where's mine then? Dang it. If he's getting his that early, it's like, what the heck? I'm glad he got them. Don't get me wrong. I am. Because I know he needed his as much as I need mine, my replacements. But yeah, my resin table has got a bunch of stuff on it right now. So unless I clear that off, I'm not going to have a work surface, because it was the stuff that I had sitting in the middle here, which I cleared off because I wanted Alicia to have somewhere comfortable to sit when she was here for the video visit with Michael. And then, her and I both were pretty much sitting on the edge. And I found my almonds. So when I get snacky munchies, I'll munch on some of my almonds. But in so doing, it's hurting my teeth because I've lost 20% bone loss, according to them, as far as my teeth go. If I've lost that much, I don't see why it wouldn't be more sensible to just get them all pulled and get fucking falsies and be done with it. Because otherwise it's like every time I turn around, they're wanting to do a root canal. They're wanting to do what they call a deep cleaning and, all this stuff that I know is going to cause me tremendous pain. And not to mention having to get jabbed with that damn needle in your gums just to numb you, and I'm like, and we missed our dentist appointments today, me and Pops. He thought it was at 2 or 3 in the afternoon and it was at 9 in the morning. It's like, oh no. So he had to reschedule us. Yeah, so now we don't get in until the 21st of February and 3 o'clock, in the afternoon. So, but I was like, dang it. Because I mean, I feel bad too, because I remember I kept getting messages from them because they were probably trying to remind me what if I would have paid attention, I would have seen that it was said the appointment was at 9 o'clock. And then we could have put our alarms on, got up at 8 and out the door pretty much. I mean, I haven't even drank my 2 shakes today, honey. I had a blueberry scone. Several hours before that, we had McDonald's. Several hours before that, I had 1 bowl of cereal, took my Lipozene, and took my 2 vitamins, and that's it. And the only major meal that I had was the McDonald's, and Pops decided to do a cowboy dinner tonight, whatever you can rustle up. So, because, I don't blame him, because we ended up eating so late in the day, he didn't want to, end up making dinner on top of it, and then half of it get wasted because we're still full from earlier. So, but I've only got 2 shakes left, and once I drink those, then it's going to be fun trying to find a place that carries them, because we're already down to half a tank of gas. And it's like, it goes so fast, especially when you have a lot of running that you have to do, a lot of appointments that happen, like the 3 appointments in a single week. Yeah, that's going to burn through gas like, like nothing. So it's like, dang it. And the irony, and this is funny, you're going to get a giggle out of this. And don't get me wrong, if somebody buys it, okay, that's fine. I understand. I won't be mad or upset or nothing. I promise. The Rose Quartz Angel Wings in your TikTok shop and the Fluorite Pikachu, I keep asking them to wait for me. And if that's keeping you from getting them sold, I'm so sorry. I mean, if you really want to sell them, go ahead. It's just that I really love them, and I've seen them on there so much because nobody has bought them. And I'm like, I can't believe those are still there. I'm like, oh my God. So I feel kind of bad because I feel like I'm cheating you out of a sale unless I myself bought them, like if you would have something like that on your website or something. So, because I know I can't do it on TikTok because, you're in the UK and I'm not. So that's why I don't want to do a business account with them, because I just don't like how strict they are, and what would I do? I mean, I've only got a handful of pieces right now. And if it's something which I'm sure it is going to cost money to run the TikTok every month, can I really afford all that right now? And no, I can't. Not until I get some of those sold. So I definitely want to get another live done here soon. Hopefully, like I said, tomorrow, because it's the weekend. So that might be my project for the day. I will take the Chromebook down to the basement. I will set up my Canon. I will set up my video camera. Like I said, I'll get both of those charged tonight, and make sure all their batteries are full up, because I've only got 2 for each now. And then that way I'll have 30 minutes footage on my Canon that I can plug into the Chromebook and possibly upload the video and also put it on Chromebook. However, it's slow as HE double toothpicks, because when I put up that 8-minute video that day, I couldn't even tell you how long just to get that little 8-minute video uploaded. That's how slow this Chromebook is, because I think I'm expecting too much out of it, and it's not designed for what I'm trying to do with it. You know what I mean? And I certainly can't afford to get another computer. I've got my 2-in-1, but the screen is smaller. I'm limited as to what I can use that with. I got my main computer, but I got stuff sitting on it. So then I would have to find somewhere to put that stuff just so I could get into my regular laptop. But this one, I like the lightweightness of it. I like the fact that I can unplug it. I can take it down the hall and down to Maria's, Oh no, what happened? Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Did he spill something on it, or what happened? If it's going to upset you to talk about it, don't worry about talking about it, okay? I'm trying to, keep you in happy mood, not crying and upset. Him and Cohen, they've pulled the keys off and other things. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, just don't let them eat them, because that would probably give them indigestion. You're not supposed to eat the keys. Oh, you missed it the other day. Because I don't know if I put that on a live or not, but you would have laughed so hard. Oh, you would have loved it. It flaps open at the side. Oh no. We were watching the funny videos the other day that he likes to watch sometimes on weekends because there's nothing else to watch really. And there was these college guys. They were all drunk. They were in some hotel somewhere, and a bunch of them, dared their one friend that was smashed off his keister to strip and go down the garbage chute. He did. And then a few minutes later, one of his friends decided to follow him, and someone said, "Oh no, they're multiplying." And Pops squirted coffee out his nose. Oh, I was laughing so hard. He had just taken a big drink. And then this other naked dude fell out after the first dude, and this other guy in the background was like, "Oh no, they're multiplying." Chris went, I looked at him and I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was quite the giggle that was. I love it because now I got something on him. It's time for me to be the mean witch, the naughty witch, the trickster. I figured you'd get a giggle out of that. So anytime you get upset, just think of that. Say that phrase in your head. See that picture of Dad squirting that coffee out his nose, and then you'll giggle. It'll completely make you go, "What the heck was I upset about again?" And then think of it again, so you'll laugh even more. And it's like, damn it, I wasn't videotaping. Oh, that would have got 1 million views on YouTube, I bet you. You know, man squirts coffee out his nose because of something he was watching on TV. Of course, you can't give names because then they might penalize you for using copyright material. Whatever, Dippeldorfs. It's like I meant no harm. So what color, my love? What color should Mummy do this time? What do you think? This is what you needed, love. You needed the giggles with me. But hey, it's worth it because it gets us through the day. What ones do you have again? What ones what? Oh, the colors. Oh, dear. Yes, yes. Give me a moment and I will tell you. I need to write this list down anyway. So I can just look at the list when I need to see, how much is in it. How many colors. Okie dokie. We've got white, black, this real pretty dark pink, which is this one. This is what I did the most recent castings with when I did the black and stuff. So this is like a real pretty dark pink. And this is the fuchsia. This is the fuchsia ink oil. See how bright that is? So imagine this mixed in with that pink. Oh my God. No wonder it came out so pretty. Okay. We've got one color green. This is like a light green. That was the first color I used, as a matter of fact. That was the first castings I did with the mold that you sent me. Okay, this is the one I think I call like the copper color. Kind of looks like a copper color to me. Here's the gold. Here's the real pretty blue. Here's a bright ass orange. But I'd have to do like a neon or an orange food coloring. Because the neon has only 3 of the colors have colors in it. I think the blue one's like empty. But in one of my other boxes I have somewhere, I think I buried it, sadly. It had regular food coloring in it. So you can use that sometimes when you're looking for a certain oil color and you don't have it. Okay, and here's a purple. There's pretty purple. And that's all of them. So it's black, white, purple, blue, gold, copper, green, and bright orange. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 colors, I think, because 2 of them are 9 colors. Sorry, 9 colors. This is the dark pink. What color haven't you done yet? Okay. Colors I haven't done yet. I haven't done any copper, and I haven't done any of the bright orange. So these two. I haven't done any in these two colors using these two micas yet. So copper and bright orange. I bet that would make an interesting combination. And I mean, since I only did a few pieces, I could always do like some more of the light green. Because see, I've been trying to use very little. Go for one you haven't done yet. Copper or bright orange, guys? A little bit of both. Because I do want to do a better white set because I only did the one Zodiac box, but I don't have the matching lids to it or anything. So I want to do another white casting anyway. So yeah, 9 colors roughly, and I love them. They're so pretty. And, some of the oil colors I have will work with certain colors and combinations. And then some of the regular food coloring, if I could find that one around here in the box that I had those in. So yeah, so hopefully tomorrow it'll work really well. I'm going to work on getting my stuff, my cameras charging and stuff here soon, maybe even while I'm doing the live because I'm afraid to forget about it. So I think I will do, because I hate when I do that. I draw in it's this weird thing that's like almost like your breath catching in your throat. That happens to me sometimes. It's weird, but might be a thyroid thing. I don't even know. I would like to do some more of the white. So I think I'll do maybe some white pieces. I'll do some copper and I'll do some of the bright orange because I have enough molds now. And there's nothing wrong with doing like smaller amounts. So, but yeah, all these guys I've used already. So yeah, I love it. And like I said, I try to use very little, and these come with the little spoons and stuff too. I remember the kit you got me. They have these little pastel plastic spoons. I need to get one of those out and start using that. Because what I usually do when I'm doing the mica powder and like the glitter and stuff, because the glitter and the mica powder, I have the little containers are so small. I showed you how small they are. I would tap it. So I'm used to that. So whenever I would take one of these off and then take the seal off of it, or if it didn't, see like that. So you got to break the seal, right? And then I think this color is going to just be really pretty. So maybe even I will do a couple of pieces where it'll be a little bit of the orange, a little bit of the copper, and a little bit of the white, because I think that'll be an interesting color combination. It's weird. It's like suddenly I know all this about resin stuff, and I'm like, I've been doing it only a short time. But hey, can't wait to get my Green Man. Oh, Green Man and Green Woman's. Oh, when I get those, I'm going to be extremely happy. And Michael even suggested to heat this thing up. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. I just wish I could find remember where I put my little cardboard pieces? So I could find them and put them like in the box with the mica powders and stuff. Because see, these, I don't think I even showed you how big these bottles were compared to the last batch. See, these are much bigger because these are 16 ounces a piece. So 16 times 2, that's the total amount that you have of the resin in this batch. So I thought that was good. But the stuff that came with it, to me this time just seemed weird, like out of place, like somebody stole some of the stuff for some fucked up weird ass reason. Where is that one? Thought it was in here. So yeah, so that's probably what we're going to get. And when I find my cardboard pieces, then I will work on getting that heated up. So the only other option I have because I want to do some more of these, because I just think that white turned out so pretty. And that was just mica powder. It didn't even have the ink oil with it, and it still turned out really nice. I'm wondering if I should maybe pop this like in the microwave or something and heat it up for a few seconds. Yes, that's why I definitely want to, in this batch, I want to do some just strictly white pieces because I think that that's going to be just absolutely beautiful too, especially using crystal bits in them. As long as I don't get the white too thick, but it has just enough. And then it has a combination of solid and sheer. And I love that. Like the ones, like you saw how the second set came out. So hopefully if I remember everything tomorrow, and I will definitely try my best to, I will do a batch in the white, the copper, and the bright orange just to get an idea of what they look like, because I think, yeah, those are going to be fun. Sit this down here. I try to keep the computer at an angle because I want the, I don't want it to overheat. And I don't have like a little cooling fan tray that I can put under this one. I only have it on my main computer there, my main laptop, which I almost never use. My 2-in-1 is still usable, but it took me a while to remember the password and to be able to even get into my 2-in-1. So yeah, I will definitely make sure that some of the pieces I do is going to be in the white. And I'm anxious to get some paintbrushes so I can use this white tubes of paint that come with the kits. Only the big ones. Only the $20 kits. So now I've got both of my white tubes of paint, that come from the big $20 kits I got from Sam's. And yes, I'm giving my trade secret away, but who's to say that people don't already know about these things and they're already doing them themselves? You never know. But yeah, I know kind of what makes stuff tend to stand out is it's got to have a unique look to it. Like, oh, I haven't seen anything like this. This is really cool. Like, for instance, how well you can see the crystal bits in the bottom of the white one. And that just, yeah, that is so pretty. And I think the pink lid with it is very pretty and very girly. And that's probably what I'm going to put my vessels in that have females in them. Be like, yeah, I think that'd be a nice way to honor them. Because I haven't done that in a long time. And my square one that I had to fix. See why, yeah, somebody might buy it still, but I don't want somebody like saying something about it later and then like cutting me down and saying they want their money back, And then I showed you my money box, right? This one is one of a kind because it's a combination Gorilla Glue, wax, and the resin. Now, see how dark green that is? That was from using the green regular food coloring, not the neon green, the regular green food coloring. Just a couple of drops and it came out that good. And I mixed green and gold together purposely because those are, colors that draw wealth. And the all the glitter on the thing that I glued on top, it's like I had these 2 coins that were an incomplete set. So I took the triquetra and I put it on my little money box. So when I want to charge some money up for a little bit and then carry it around, like I'll put a couple ones in here, I'll put any coin change I have in here, and I just set it on top of my little coffin shelf until I feel like it's been up there enough. And I'll maybe even at some point sprinkle some herbs in there, So yeah, let's do some magical crafting. Oops, sorry. Probably going to get in trouble for that because someone already uses that. Some fun crafts. Let's do some fun crafts. I'll say it that way. Okay, now comes the problem. Where do I put this stuff? Just don't have any room anymore. Don't want to do it there. I'll do those guys there. Because if I put this stuff on the floor, I feel like I'm going to end up knocking into it. And it's just the stuff I had in the middle of the chair or in the middle of the couch. But I know the cats sometimes they like to get up there and lay down in the middle on the middle cushion. So, but the only time they'll do it is if it's completely cleared off. So yeah, people see this and they're like, damn, how much did you have sitting on the couch? Well, too much, obviously. I realize this. That's why I'm trying to keep my little craft area over here, with my little table that, I can only fit so many pieces at one time on. Be right back. Got to visit the loo. Peekaboo! I get you. Let me go get you. This sweater off though. Not going to get resin on it.
I son of a bitch.
I'm back. Ow. But one thing I have definitely learned, I have ruined so many clothes already. Okay. So you can see it later. It's okay. I have ruined so many clothes already. It's not even funny. And I don't want to ruin any more. I really don't. Oh boy. And I also have to decide where to position the molds on the table. Because I know Pops, he had to close the box that I keep the molds in because he bumped into it and knocked a bunch of them out of it into the floor. So I'm going to have to dig to find the rest. So just bear with me. You won't see me in the screen, but you'll hear me. I don't know if I want to do another set of these or not, but especially since I don't have the kit yet to make the jewelry pieces. And here, what did I put in here? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to. Hope I can do this. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. He literally knocked every mold out of the box. So it was my fault, though. Because I didn't close it. Come here. Any other? Ow! I hope that's all of them. See, this is the regular food coloring. And there's the rest of the molds. So, because I'm trying to get some complete sets done. Because I've only been able to do partial. Here's the sun for the sun earrings. So I try to utilize every inch of the space, if I can. But I've found from experience, whenever you place the molds down, don't plan on moving them for a while. Okay, that one will go there. And because of the size of some of these now, it's harder, like getting these to fit on there. Okay, what other ones do we have here? I would say set of lids that go to the Zodiac. I'm going to have to wait a different day to do wands unless I can find somewhere else to set them. Because like I said, this little tiny table, very limited space. And I've got to have enough room to be able to sit my weights on the edges of the triple goddess, or I won't be able to get any of those done. Okay, is this a big one or a little one? Okay, this is a big one. So the wands, unless I can find somewhere else, they'll have to wait a day or two before I can do another batch of those. And I've already got one of each of these. I've got a box and a lid. But yeah, it's quite the I hope I got everything. Oops. Because when you get, to where you have a certain amount of molds, then it becomes harder to house them all. Okay, so the jewelry I'm going to do over here. Oh, golly crap. Okay. And I will try to do these guys some other way. I just don't know how. Let's see. Did these ever solidify? Probably not. Ew. Nope, it didn't. I just got gooed. Icky. Icky, icky, icky. Got to have my stirrer. Oh, there's the cup. Okay. But yeah, I've got the bottom and top half of a square jewelry box in here, see? And this one, which would have been a real pretty yellow one, and it's one of the small cloud coasters. I need to clean these out and just recast them. So I might be able to use this box, however, to set up to where I can at least do a batch of ones. Okay. Let me get the handy white things, because even though I usually wear gloves, which I'm glad the bag's right there, because apparently I've gone through all those. This resin is so quick, you got to get it off quick. And I know rubbing alcohol is one of the things that'll get it off, but so, because otherwise what I end up doing, that a lot of times seems to be the easier route to go, the chair kills my back. So, boy, yeah, the chair, it kills my back. It just, set these guys over here for now. Set them up here. Keep them as level as possible because they're all gooey. And I have been, as you can tell, I've been more cautious about making sure I'm wearing a mask. Oh, because I have such limited, room. And what frustrates me about, like, say, the earrings and the pendants that you can use as earrings or necklaces, especially. One. So yeah, I'll have this box out of the way here in a minute. Two. But this is literally a whole bag of these kind of gloves that Maria gave me a long time ago. Okay, there's 3 pair. Plus the pair I'm going to be using. I'll show you here in a minute. See? So yeah, I got plenty of gloves for a while. It's one less expense I have to worry about. Which helps me to cut costs. So, I'll set the food coloring up there because I don't know if I'm going to end up using it or not. Okay, where did my other glove go? Oh, man. Get back here. Here's one that I think I need to do the bottom half maybe in either... Whoa! Crap. Try to duplicate the dark purple because, as you can see, that lid, it was so dark. It was one of the dark purple batch pieces. It shows up like black. Yeah, it jumped. So I have to go get it because otherwise my cats will decide, ooh, this is fun to smack around. And they'll knock it under something. And then I won't get it back. Because I think because this color is so dark, I think it looks good on either a purple box or a black one. Maybe even a white, because see, you can tell it's the dark purple, or I don't know if you can, and it fits on the box real good. And sometimes the corners, and I've never been able to figure this out, just the little tips will break off in the mold. And I'm like, okay. But I never remember to put my, okay, should I open those before? Probably. All right, so I want to do, first batch is going to be, oh, my bad, there's the dark pink. So the other one must have been a different color. And then, of course, the black. So, am I going to use the fuchsia with this? I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off of these. So, because once I get the gloves on, it becomes really hard to handle the bottles and lids and stuff because you almost immediately start getting sticky from the dang glue. So, and do I put crystal bits in this batch? I think I will. Where's the other one? White. And like if I'm going to put glitter in them or something, I try to get all that stuff ready ahead of time. Because trial and error, I've learned, as soon as you start messing with the resin, it don't take long for your gloves to have it all over them. And then it makes shit sticky. And then lids are sticking. And it just, it's becoming a pain in the keister, A pain in the bum, as the British say it. And I have to remember not to pull on these too hard because they're really super thin. Because if you pull on them too hard, you end up ripping them and then they're useless. You might as well throw that pair away and put a new pair on. I had to take my rings off my right hand because they were they both have sores where the rings sat. So I'm giving my fingers a break on this side, the ring finger and the pinky finger, and that's the one I usually wear my rainbow moonstone on. Let's see if I'm going to do crystal bits. Do I want to use these guys or do I want to use... I think I decided I wanted to use maybe the little ones. Kalika is playing with one of her mouse mices to pieces, which she almost never does. Okay. This is not such a big deal. I mean, I know I'll just kind of... No, because then I might forget. Like getting the lid off of this. Yeah, that's tricky. And see, some of these have the little pour spout thing, which I think would be better for me when I'm doing the small area ones. It gives me more control. And, you know, I just got to learn when to pull away. And I still got to, get that slow, that real super slow, you know, because I know that that's going to be the best way to handle it too. Yeah, I know. Like you said, you know, it's trial and error. So, okay. Do I use this one? On the bottom or inside? Can't tell. So I'm going to try to use these like, I'll still do these because I've got these marked with my Sharpie and I keep my Sharpie over here in my tray because I end up wiping them off. I know that the A is the casting resin. The line below it is exactly the 50%, which I know I've said that before. But this is just for any newcomers, you know, that might be curious. And then I do the same with the B. So I can pour the individual epoxies in their rightful containers, put them in the stir cup, and then pour it enough to fill one of these, but not overfill, of course. Because a lot of this is going to be a white batch. We'll go ahead and get my little crystal bits over here because they only got certain colors left in them now. Crap! Ah! You dang it. My box just attacked me because I don't think I want to do any more in the bottom of the Zodiac one because it's just until I get that shape thing sorted. I feel like I'm trying to sell a shoddy product because see, this is the only colors left. So this would be good in a white batch, or like I could use the white mica powder and maybe some of the green regular food coloring. See what kind of color that does. Okay, now let me figure out which one of these I want to put crystal bits in. But even with crystal bits, I have found some of the hardest things, the hardest kind of molds to put the crystal bits in because they're so tiny, are like these aren't too bad. I might be able to do these because these are pendants. So I've got enough molds now to do 3 pendants at a time, which that's a full jewelry set right there. Because what I would do is I would use the small eyelet holes for the earrings, and then I would use the big eyelet hole for the necklace so people would be able to tell them apart. But here's the tiny ones that are always the hardest because they're so tiny. I'm even going to have some of these I will make into earring jewelry sets because, it'll still be pretty. I don't want them to think that I'm only using these for keychains, because, I'm trying to do different stuff, unique stuff. And I try to get the crystal bits or any components I'm going to put in it, like herbs and this and that. I try to do at this stage before I even think about, oh, no, see, I'm afraid that's going to, where's my little spoon when I need one? I don't know where those are. Where did I put them? Yeah, there's a little one over there. I know. Maybe I can put it over top of this or something. Or here, I'll do this one. That way, if any fall, still they won't be wasted. Come on already. Okay, fine. Want to be a punk? Now these don't want to come out. Like I said, once I set these molds down, wish there was a way. I don't think I could do it that way. Trying to find easier ways to do things when you have such a limited amount of space, Why do I get the feeling you actually enjoy watching me do this? Which I think's cool. Good. Okay. Now, let me see if I can get these back in here without dumping them. Yeah, right. Easier said than done. Okay, there we go. So I think as far as crystal bits, I think I've got enough in this batch. Because once you get, start filling the epoxy, you can't do it. I mean, yeah, you can still add stuff, but definitely makes it harder. Let me set these down here for a minute or somewhere. So I can scoot this back. So I got room to put these guys. Okay. And if these guys have a seal that needs to be broken. Fuck. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And why I hate it is because the knife gets stuck. Yeah, I mean the resin gets stuck. Because even if I manage to pull this seal off for the most part, it still has a tendency to gravitate towards when I'm trying to pour it. Okay. There's that one. I'm hoping these are quick setters too. You know, meaning that they set quickly, you know, once you get them together and you get your pieces done and all that. Okay. Now I'm pouring the hardener. Okay. Now oh, come on. Oh, of course. The cup would pick this particular time to fucking fasten itself to the paper that I had sitting under it, which is some paper I destroyed that Chris is going to have to make a new copy of now, which I did not mean to do that. But right now, with what I have to work with in such a small confined space and a tiny ass table, you know, you can only do so much. Still haven't gotten me any more of these cups because I don't know how many times I'll be able to use this one before I have to throw it away. Because once it starts getting too full to the top, which is all solid resin, then I'm going to have to throw the whole thing away because it'll be such an ugly color it wouldn't be worth saving, you know? I know you do, sweetie. Okay, now the stirring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. One, two, three. remember a video or something saying that if you pick the mix up and drop it down, it'll help with the air bubbles. Or you could let it sit for a few minutes, you know. Yeah, I've already destroyed this knife, so this is officially my craft knife. Because the resin, some of the resin mistakenly ended up hardening on this. But at least it'll help it stand out, and I won't use it for anything but when I'm doing my resin castings. Okay, so this is going to be a white batch. And I'm going to try my very hardest to pour it slowly. That's the tricky part, is getting that slow, you know, just right. So that one's going to be either a 2 or a tritone color, because I was only able to get 2 lids filled with this batch. So and it's nice because they got these little dots on the top that says A and B as well. So you can just look at the top and tell that it's what one it is, so you don't mix it wrong. Okay. There's the B. A first. Think I'm stirring it slow enough? Yeah, I'm glad you can see them. Yeah, I'm going to go with Pops's advice, and I'm just going to do the 5 ice cubes once a week. And the day of the week is Monday that I do that on. So every Monday I'll put 5 cubes in the pot, because he has a good point, that orchids, you don't want to overwater them. So it's better to, do the ice cubes, because that way it melts gradually. So it's like it gets little bits and not over much. I don't know how many I just put in there. I lost count. But you know me, I'm a pink gal, so I love pink.
We've also got these misters that help put a little more moisture in the air around here. Hopefully they'll help some.
Because like from the stuff I was able to read online about orchids and their proper care and everything, is they need a certain amount of moisture, and they need a certain temperature, and very little water, almost kind of like a cactus, which, cactuses will retain water really good. So you don't need to water them as much. And I couldn't even get a cactus to work here. And I would get these little ones in Lowe's that had flowers on them. And I know the flowers are only there for a short time, but I would bring it home, and I can't think of a better guardian spirit than a cactus, because it's a living plant. So a spirit can inhabit it and use it, make itself, by bonding with the energies and whatnot, make itself the guardian of that door, because that's like right across from where we come in. So yeah, so you got it. When it comes to orchids, they're very tricky. Okay, here we go.
You're not going to like this fella. He's got peas. You don't like peas. Bet I don't like peas.
These are going to be a lighter pink. Okay, well, I'm thinking about it. Let me get my weights on them, because I need to know how much more I need to put in there. And see, with that batch, I was able to finish the other round lid and do one of the small cloud coasters. And it's not quite flush with the top, so it's probably going to be a little on the thin side, but not too much. Okay, now where's my other thing that I used that has the right weight? think it was I'm looking around to see if there's something around here that I could use. Weigh that other side down. I think I'm gonna have to get my little shamrock. I think it's gonna do the trick. Okay, because the shamrock's got a nice weight to it, and it's made of metal. So, and yes, this is what I grind my pagan mix up with. See my shamrock. Oh, you can't see that. See my shamrock? This is how I honor our ancestors, by having something that's got shamrock on it. And the flippy fish is going off at my feet, of course. Okay. So that one's going to be a light pink. Lighter than the last batch. But that's okay, because, you know, like some people are going to like certain shades more than others. Especially depending on what they're using it for, right? So. Yes, I hum when I'm doing this, so you can tell I'm happy. That's a happy hum. Like, oh, I can't wait for these to turn out. See how cool they're going to be. Okay, so this will be the third batch, what I consider the third batch out of these. And see, there's still a decent amount left because the line's right there. That's another reason why I like to do it. And as pain in the ass as it is, and it takes much longer, you know, especially when you have this many molds and, you know, you're trying to get a bunch of them done. Sometimes pieces are going to take longer because of how many half batches I have to use, because I don't want to say, you know, run out of molds and then have some resin I can do absolutely nothing with, right? Because then you're wasting money and losing money, because then you can't make as many products for one, and you can't re-up on resin. Meaning get some. We call it re-up here in the States, but you know what I mean. Till I can get some more resin. So with each batch of resin that I've tried, I do try to make a note. Haven't written it down yet, and I need to, of about how many batches I got out of, you know, like how many pieces can I get done realistically. Whoa. Oh, but when you have to, okay, next color is going to be black. How about, which these have always been two of my favorite colors. We'll do 5 drops of the fuchsia ink oil in with the black mica powder.
There's always something out there to find. There's always someone who wants to find it. That means we have a never-ending supply of archaeological discoveries to share with you. This collection of recent wonders is of this ring thought when they received it. The ring was found by metal detectors in Wales. It's already notable for the distinctive skull design on its face, which identifies it as a death's head ring. But the inscription makes it even more sinister. It's in Latin and says Memento Mori. To those who don't speak the language, that translates into English as remember death, or alternatively, remember you must die. Dr. Mark Redman, who works for the National Museum of Wales, says the message might not have been intended to be as morbid as it seems to us. He points out that people didn't tend to live long lives back in the 16th century when there was money. So accepting that death was a part of life was important. He loves the piece and agreed to buy it from the finder to add to the museum's collection. Since we are on the topic of jewelry, let's check out a beautiful 11th century earring. It was discovered by an amateur metal detectorist working in a field close to Bowling, West Jutland, in December 2021, and is believed to be the first discovery of its kind in Scandinavia.
Rest a minute.
A Cloyson enamel earring
Got 2 more to go.
was one of only 12 that have ever been found in the world. The earring is fashioned in the shape of crescent, backed by a gold plate, and then framed in more gold around the purple, green, and blue enamel. Gold thread has been used on the enamel to create the outline of 2 birds next to a tree. It's likely that the tree is the metaphorical tree of life, known as Yggdrasil in Norse mythology. But this isn't a Norse piece. It's more likely that it was made in Egypt and made its way to West Jutland through either trade or plunder. The plunder explanation is made less likely by the fact there are no known Viking settlements in this
Woo!
country. But the idea of someone here traded for it is just as unlikely. Historians are fairly sure that an earring of this quality could only have belonged to someone with royal blood. The Vikings raided, conquered, and pillaged their way across much of Europe in the 9th and 10th centuries. When they arrived in Scotland, local legends say that the native Scots put up quite a fight, with a particularly large and brutal battle waged in Balmoral. There was no solid evidence of this battle until 2014, when amateur archaeologist Derek McLennan discovered the incredible collection of Viking treasures that's now known as
Okay, I'm gonna go with my witch stink here.
It's the largest collection of Viking treasures ever found in the British Isles, consisting of just under 100 artifacts, all of which are 1,000 years old. It's hard to say what the most incredible individual artifact in the whole is, but many people feel that it's the beautiful Anglo-Saxon cross. Such is the unique quality of this piece that historians believe it could only have belonged to a king, or possibly a very important religious leader. The cross is made of black marble, with gold leaf decorations and symbology etched into its surface that refers to the Gospel authors Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The cross alone is worth $10 million. The whole collection is worth far more. A little over 1,700 years ago, a Roman ship sank in the Mediterranean, not far from what's now one of the busiest tourist beaches in the
That's
world.
gonna be a pretty color.
In March 2022, the ancient shipwreck started revealing its secrets that had been
She's still on.
hidden by artists. The ship was a trading vessel, and
Are we ready for the reveal? Because I got all 3 mica colors in here and some of the fuchsia ink oil. Let me use these.
So it may have been anchored in the bay when it was swallowed by the sea for reasons unknown. Archaeologists have named it the Cess Fontanella's grave. 300 clay jars have been recovered from the boat so far, along with other personal items like leather shoes, carpenter's drills, oil lamps, and cooking pots. Christian symbols are carved into the sides of some of the amphora, even though the crew would likely have been pagan. So the word can be interpreted as an example of pagans and Christians.
This is really pretty color.
Here's a discovery that's even more recent. In April 2022, archaeologists in England found 7 sets of Anglo-Saxon brooches distributed across 7 grave sites during a planned dig in the county of Gloucestershire. The saucer brooches were buried in line with their owners during the 5th and 6th centuries. The gold gilt plate artifacts would have been worn as decorative items, but also served a practical purpose in that they fastened to clothing. They were usually worn on the chest, which explains why they were found atop the rib cages of these Anglo-Saxon individuals. They would have been fully clothed when they were buried, but the garments now they were cast with a single piece of sheet metal, thus explaining why they all feature the same decorative geometric patterns motifs. Not everybody who lived in Anglo-Saxon England would have been able to afford pieces of jewelry like these, so they would have been considered high status signifiers. Each of the pieces were now cleaned up and studied before hopefully finding a permanent home in one of Gloucestershire's
Oh, crap.
Next, in March 2022, a farmer plowing his field in the Turkish village of Sitli
Damn it. Hate when that happens. I just dumped a bunch of it.
Furthermore, it is the first Hittite bracelet with an elliptical bezel ever to be unearthed. The Hittites were known to value the shape, but it had only previously been seen in their ring seals. We're lucky that the bracelet didn't get dented or broken during its run-in with the farm equipment. It's already been through some preservation and repair work, and it'll go through a few more processes to be displayed within the Forum Archaeological Museum. Although the actual meaning or significance of the tableau is unknown, enough repair work has been done to discern that the figure at the center of the repast relief is the goddess Ishtar. Archaeologists excavated the area where it was discovered, but no other artifacts were recovered, so the bracelet's presence in the field remains a mystery. So it's a valuable thing to look at. Was found in Ilsted, Denmark in March 2022. The beautiful piece of jewelry is thought to date to the Germanic Iron Age of the 4th and 5th centuries, and is one of the heaviest artifacts of its kind ever found, with a weight of just under 500 grams. The piece is made from a single piece of gold, folded over itself multiple times to make a ring shape, with the addition of a further plate of gold
Major spillage.
to create a space for further decorations to be added. Individual threads of gold have been plated along the length of the necklace to make a chevron pattern, although there is also a spiral twist of gold wire running through the middle. Neck rings like this have been found in Denmark before, but they're usually found in wetlands where they were left behind as votive offerings. This one is different because it appears to have been buried inside a longhouse.
Whee! Use a pipette if you need to.
Prayer talisman that was found in Manningford, England in February 2022. And experts there think it was lost long ago, thousands of miles from where it was. The talisman bears inscriptions written in both Latin and Hebrew, and is consistent with the style that was popular between the 12th and 14th centuries. The two inscriptions make up two distinct parts of Christian devotional prayer. Why two languages were used for the same prayer isn't known. You'll probably be familiar with the prayer because it's
Got 2. I've got another big coaster. One to do. Okay. So this one is going to be another dark purple batch. But I may end up pouring another color on top of it, so it'll still have a double layer. And I've got a jewelry box, a square jewelry box, and the witch coins yet. So, okay, let's do.
It's the largest embalming cache ever found in the country, and it's been discovered at
I'll do a white batch. Just white. Just the mica powder and the resin.
But to their immense surprise, they found tools used to mummify the people buried here, as well as the remains of the people themselves. It seems that after the work was done, the hatchet was deposited.
And I'll do that for the witch coins. The what I will pour on top of the purple and the dark purple, and then fill the other big one, and then one rectangular keychain size. So I hope there's enough in the white to do all that. Okay. So this makes, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like batch 4 or 5. Okay. Just the white.
This one is known as the Jersey Celtic Home Board. It's a collection of 69,347 Iron Age coins discovered on the island of Jersey in 2012, making it the largest collection of Iron Age coins ever found. Some of the coins are in better condition than others, but the very best of them are currently on display at Jersey's Blue Pie Museum. All of them came from around the same era and were minted approximately 2,000 years ago. Putting a value in a collection this large is difficult, but experts conservatively estimate that it would sell for around $14 million if it were ever brought to auction. That's unlikely. The collection is now officially the property of the British Crown. That means that the two metal detectors confirmed it were unable to cash in their discovery, although it's understood that they received a reasonable compensation. But until recently, it's generally been accepted that they were not savages.
And yes, I realize I haven't done any of the wands yet.
Those discoveries have taken place inside the village and also at Baltic in Spain and the Russian Soviet Peninsula. To the next surprise of the archaeologists, the buildings are filled with luxury and rare goods. These people had a concept of material value, and it's to be assumed a concept of trade. The burial site appears to have been active in the 3rd and 8th centuries, which they
this one. And one of the spout cups. That's a spout cup. Because I want to make sure I have more degree of control by using this spout. Well, this is going to be a unique color. It's not as white as I would have liked, but that's okay because that'll just add to its uniqueness, right? Because I'm seeing some purple in here still. I'm seeing some white. And remember, I did do that one batch with all three white, pink, and black mica colors, but I didn't do that this time. I just did white mica powder. Okay. I think I'll do this one first.
Our next stop on this tour of military abandonment takes us to the vast reaches of Alaska, USA, where we're going to take a look at the Buckner Building. There was once so much life within.
It's an interesting color.
Now the building is collapsed. The walls are collapsing and there are at least 3 inches of cool water in the floor. Unless someone steps in and saves the building.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. This is part of the fun of experimentation. I just created, quite by accident, you're witness to this, like the perfect shade of lavender, almost like this really very pale purple, which some lavender shades can be. And then with the pour cup and the pour spout, I was able to put a little more of that pretty white in with the purple big coaster. And that only leaves the a big coaster still. The other rectangular I just filled, and the witch coins. So another batch should do it. So let's say so far it's been roughly about 5 batches. So these are the types of things that I really should, start writing down in some kind of book. So I know about, okay, with this amount of resin, I can get this many pieces done, 5 to start, and then we'll see like any other additionals, how many other batches I can get out, because if we're considering this 5, now it's down to there, as opposed to where that one's at before I put fill B cup.
The end goal for the project was to launch satellites into orbit from the ground and also potentially fire weapons across enormous distances.
And sometimes the accidental things are the things that create the most beautiful color combinations and unique. So people tend to go, oh, wow, could you duplicate that again? And in which case I'd be like, don't know. Can't make any promises. I was lucky it turned out the way it did the first time, So I don't know, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, so there's like a real cool design in it now in the one big purple coaster. I'll try to lift the camera up and run it slowly over the table so you can see the molds, all the ones that I filled, and the color combinations. And just to be on the safe side, as much as I would love to do a batch of wands tonight, I think I'm going to wait and do that maybe tomorrow or something, because I want to give some of this other stuff a chance to dry fully, solidify, so I can pop it out of the molds, and the wand mold will be the first one I put on the table. And the triple goddess is going to have a real pretty purple pink, has a pretty purple pink combo in it now. And it's everything but the witch coins and the little keychain pieces are the only ones that I didn't do crystal bits in, because like I said, because their pieces are so tiny, you know, as it is. Okay. So I'm gonna try like a I was thinking about a pink white combo.
They run away until the 1990s, which is when the first artists were allowed to come and demonstrate their skills here. Each bunker has a different theme. One of them is even covered in mirrors, which makes it a remarkable thing to look at, but a little difficult to deal with in direct sunlight.
Okay.
Has been an abandoned military weapon war building. Let's look at something a little larger. How about a whole abandoned military town in Latvia? It's called Urban, and you'll find it in Ventspils County. Back in the days of the Soviet Union, the residents of this town were military officers and their families, who were billeted to the town to protect and work on a top-secret Soviet radar facility known only as STAR. As is the case with many former Soviet facilities of this kind, it was abandoned shortly after the collapse of the USSR in 1991. Troops and officers stayed on here for a while, but packed their bags and left for good in 1993. The enormous radio telescope is still used today and belongs to the Ventspils International Radio Astronomy Center. But there's nobody living in the former houses dotted around it. The village has an eerie tone and would make for an ideal location if somebody wanted to perform a post-apocalyptic horror movie. In some cases, living in conditions belonging to the former soldiers are still visible through the windows of the houses, almost a full 30 years after they moved out. If you're going to host the Olympic Games, you need an Olympic village. Here's the one Adolf Hitler built for the Berlin Games of 1936. It was the first of its kind. Hitler wanted to show Germany's technical and architectural strength off to the world, and this is how he did it. The country has gone to such lengths to distance itself from the Nazis since the end of the war that many modern residents of Berlin don't even know this place exists, even though it's on their doorstep. The site is badly battered and decayed today, but its dormitories, swimming pools, communal dining areas, and training facilities would have been considered state-of-the-art in the 1930s. The 4,000 athletes who stayed here for the tournament would never have been so well provided for. Aesthetically, the village is styled after the appearance of a traditional rural town. The dictator loved the finished product and named it the Village of Peace. Even then, though, he tried to ban Jewish and non-white athletes from using it. The village was eventually seized by the Soviet Army at the end of the Second World War and used as a barracks until 1994, after which it's been abandoned. The ferocity of the Second World War made it necessary to build a lot of things that would never have been built during peacetime, and not all of those things could be repurposed after the war was over. That, in a nutshell, is the tale of Fort Eugenia in Virginia, Poland, sitting off the coast in the Bay of Tom. Many of the families who were born in Torpedo Island, England, Back then, this part of the village It still the fear that limits the right to the land as they left, but that hasn't stopped many people from visiting it by boat in the years since. There's no security, so anyone can gain access, but the building is decrepit and could collapse any day. We're heading to Croatia and visiting the city of Šibenik on the Adriatic coast. That's where we'll find the supposedly impenetrable structure known as the Fortress of St. Nicholas. We don't mean to disparage its reputation, but we don't think St. Nicholas Fortress is actually all that impenetrable. If it were, we wouldn't be able to show you so many great images of its interior taken by urban explorers. The arrow-shaped fortress was built by the Venetians during the 16th century as a safeguard against attacks by Turkish forces. The builders rendered the structure out of stone and brick, connected it to the mainland through a narrow walkway, and armed it with 32 cannons. Back when it was armed, it looked so intimidating that nobody even dared to try attacking it, and so remained in service as an active deterrent for over 400 years, until 1979, when the military finally decided it was unsafe. These days, anyone is welcome to approach it by boat and squeeze their way in through the narrow entrance. But it's probably a better idea to take the official tour and avoid the risk of injury. The next location on our list is in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and it has served a few different purposes in the past. It's been both an observatory and a military fortress, but these days it's just a ruin. Back when it was used for stargazing purposes, it was called the Polina Kappa Astronomical Observatory. Long before that, it was an Austro-Hungarian
Oops.
after an unexpected
Oh dear.
Sarajevo from the top of Mount
Just knocked one of my lids off. Okay. Got some runoff. What I call runoff. I think I might try my hand at a. Get a little pipette. Try to use it. Hope that I can. Pipette. And I definitely want to do some more of these, but until I get that circular problem sorted, I'm not going to feel comfortable doing that. So I hope this works.
The Nationals seized the airport and Hampton Frigate, defending themselves from Turkish forces, and the whole area eventually became a demilitarized zone. That forced the airport to
That's
shut
too
down,
small.
and it never reopened again. Officially, the land and anything that's on it is controlled by the United Nations. And more than 40 years after the conflict, it's still a demilitarized zone. There's never been any sign of the UN wanting to do anything to either disrupt the airport or tear it down. It simply stands there. The Fushan Tunnels in Qingdao, China look somehow out of place on them too. Perhaps that has something to do with the fact that they're German. The backstory here is that Qingdao was settled as an outpost by German colonists at the end of the 19th century. That's why there's still a Bavarian quarter in the city today, and also explains why the German-style Tsingtao beer is brewed here. The colonists went to great lengths to protect their new home, and those lengths included building fortifications both underground and high in the mountains. They feared that the British fleet in Hong Kong would one day come and attack them, and so they needed somewhere to flee to in the event of such an emergency. The Fushan tunnels aren't just hiding places, though. They run between gun turrets and lookout points, each with a strategic purpose. first into Japanese hands and then became China's. Serving as an artillery depot during the Cultural Revolution in the 1970s, before eventually being abandoned in 1976. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy watching new videos on my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.
I think that's a little better. And this last little bit. Whoops. Pipette is sticking to me. Okay. I think that batch is pretty much done. Set that up there. Need somewhere to set this pipette because wherever I stick it, I'm gonna have to upend it because the hole was just too small. So, because I was trying to draw up the excess and squirt it back in the bottle to be used another time. And see, this is what I hate too. I don't like handling my bottles when I'm trying to put lids back on them, because then resin gets all over them and they look like crap. So the next batch that I do, once these are dried, because like I can already tell the sun earrings, I don't know, this pair, it's going to be very thin and it's almost like the very tip doesn't have stuff in it. So I ain't going to try to fix that, because as soon as I did, oops. There we go. Not break my stereo stand here. Okay. So at least I got me a couple of pour cups, for pouring and stuff. And it's got definitely got some unique colors again, which you never know when somebody might go, And I will do some more black here soon too. I need to put this in one of my boxes because this one's ready to say sell. Let's see if I can fit it in here. Okay. Okay, I wanted to lift the camera up and try to show you. So bear with me if I do a lousy job. See? There's all the pieces. It's the best picture I can probably show you. So see, we got some nice color combinations, yeah? I would say so. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how this batch comes out once it's all dried and solidified and all that fun happy horse hockey. Okay, now let me set this down. Did you see him okay? Yeah. What did it say? Prettiest. Now, I'm gonna keep the resin in its box, just so I can like sit it down here under the table or whatever. Ugh. Keep that stuff out of the way. This can go in with, one of them, doesn't matter which one. Okay, food coloring. So yeah, it's kind of one of those, just, think of the possibilities and, the fun of playing with different color combinations that it's like I didn't intend things to turn out this way. They just did. So I think they turned out real good. And I will probably never be able to duplicate them. So I will definitely get a batch of wands done tomorrow, because that's going to be pretty much, if I had any kind of significant weekend plans, that would be it. Just focusing on, how many pieces can I get cranked out in a short span of time. Excuse me, Bella. Had to chase him out of my seat. Get in there. And I didn't even... Oopsie me. I didn't even, yeah, I can aim it on to Boo a little bit there so you can see him. Once I can, I never even used the two colors I was going to use, so I'll use them tomorrow. Maybe that's what I'll do the wands in. The batch of wands. And I'm going to be doing a jewelry box and lid, matching lid. See, this is why most of the time, I don't know, I guess it made more sense to me to just do everything in one color. Just do like a full-blown set. Every mold, that I have available. So, as far as the fact that it's been viewed 15 times, the other video, the 8-minute, I hope that means that a lot of my subs are at least checking that out, see if there's any they want, see if there's any colors. Because as you know, I just listed the colors on here again, but I'm literally going to have to write them down in a book so I can just read from the book, And another thing I'm trying to be kind of careful about too is I don't want to overrun myself with too many at the same time, because until people start buying some of the pieces, I don't want to end up with a bunch of them and then, I can't get them sold. But backup method there is what I would probably try to do is I would try to get a hold of Yafa and see if she would be willing to let me do some in like a consignment thing. To which we would have to agree on a fair price to charge for everything, because not figuring shipping and handling to wherever I'm sending the products to and how much that's going to cost. And until I get some of the pieces sold, like I've said before too, I don't have the money to get anything shipped. But at the same time, I want to be able to get that other video uploaded. So I think what I might end up doing is, because I believe I do have the video footage of the batch before the ones I just poured tonight. So that's the companion video to the 8-minute one. And the companion to the 8-minute one is like 11 minutes long. And that's because, and I hope this is okay, I told them in that live. So don't panic. If there's whenever you can get around to it, just let me know and I will do a live about that. But I let them know your website, just the Goblin Girls candles. And I said that, that some of these pieces that I'm filming right now, my daughter is going to put on her website, so some people we can hopefully, buy them from there too. And this way, if we don't make any sales from the ones that you show on your website, it's no biggie because I've already showed video footage of them. So somebody here, might want to grab them or whatever, which is fine. As long as they pay, because that's the thing, ain't it? That's the tricksy thing. You gotta be very strict about, or they'll mess you out of your money, and I don't want that. So hopefully, due to the fact that I've been on here over 2 hours now, or we have, I'm gonna, I hope, because this, like I said, it's public, full blown. I didn't put subs or anybody can watch this. So I hope that this will be a video that people can go, oh, I see why, she says, if there's a certain color you like, let me know. And it's a certain item you like, let me know. But you got to give me a couple of days to cast it, because now they have proof that, yeah, it does take a couple days, fingers and toes crossed, right? Because the stuff has to hard up. It has to solidify to the degree it's supposed to be. But now I've got 2 matching lids for the white box, and I need to make a pink one of the white box, but I don't think I did of the rather the Zodiac box. Because I have lids for the Zodiac box, but I don't think I made the bottom part of it. So I might just go ahead and, as long as I keep telling people now, I apologize that if you get these and the lids don't fit right, I tried to get them to take their perfect round shape, but unless I find those cardboard pieces, that's going to be hard to do, because what's the point of heating up the mold in like the microwave for a few seconds or whatever? And if you don't have the little cardboard pieces to put in it to help it keep that stationary perfectly round like it should. That's why I decided, because of the misshape of that one, for now at least, when I do crystal bits with the Zodiac boxes, I'm just going to do them on the bottom like that. I'll just sprinkle them like I did on the white one, and that turned out really good. Because I want to get those crystal bits used up in the baggie, and I definitely need my little spoons for that. So I need to find where I put those, in the stuff that you sent me, because I'm hoping they're in one of my boxes I have here, but I haven't done that many of the witch coin sets in very many colors. I've only done them in black, the purple, which I gave to Alicia. So if somebody wants a purple set, that's another purple set I'll have to do. But generally, a rule of thumb is when I do a casting, I try to just make it one color. It makes it so much easier in a way, because you don't know how people might end up wanting to mix and match things either. So, but it's after 2, honey, so try to get some sleep. Thanks for staying and, kind of doing it with me. And I will do the reveal tomorrow. I will do another live tomorrow. And I might even go ahead and, take the pieces down in the basement and get them all laid out and do my thing down there. So love you. Thanks for watching. Blessed be. Night, love and hugs and kisses to you and the boys. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you next live. Good night. Love you, my lovely Rose.